I am going to my first breathwork class tonight. Honestly, I was really scared to try breathwork by myself. I don't know why, I just thought I was gonna like hyperventilate or something. Even though you're like super oxygenating yourself when you're doing breathwork. So I actually did a session with my massage therapist, and I really didn't like it. I felt very like pressured to not mess up the beat of the breathing, and like I just felt like all the attention was on me because she was focusing on me, and that was nothing that she did wrong. It was just like my own self-judgment, I guess. So yeah, I didn't love it when I did it individually with a practitioner, but then I obviously was not scared to do it. So I started doing it by myself, and I really enjoyed it. I found it that if I do breath work before I do a meditation, I can really drop into my meditation a lot quicker. Kind of get out of your head because you're already doing that through the breath work. So then when I roll into my meditation, it's just like you're already calmed down. But this is the first time I'm doing it in a group setting, and I'm really excited. I have now gone to a new massage therapist, and she was telling me about how she went, and it's like 10 minutes from my house, which I have not been able to find breathwork classes like locally, and I've been looking forever, and that's why I did it individually with my massage therapist at first too. But anyway, she told me, and then it just happened that a couple weeks later there was another one, so I signed up, and I'm stoked. She said it's so powerful because everybody's there with like a common goal, you know, and it's a safe place. She said there were people that were like sobbing, and she said there were tears streaming down her face when she finished. Her friend was like dry heaving. So I'm really hoping, like, my intention going into it is just, I feel very like bogged down right now, I guess. And I can't pinpoint what that is exactly, but I've been very conscious the last couple weeks about trying to open up and make space for new, like get rid of any old things that are hanging on in my body, because I truly believe that emotions can just fester in your body and come out in all different kinds of ways, not just physically, emotionally, and they show up in other ways. So I'm ready to just release all that. I'm excited to see how this goes. Obviously, I'm not going to be bringing my camera in. I would love to, but you know, it's a safe place and everyone's there. It's a personal thing. I'm just going to go enjoy this experience and be in the moment and not worry about this kind of stuff. I'm here. You were told to bring a blanket, some water, yoga mat. I got all that. Anything we want to charge while we're doing this. So I brought some of my favorite crystals. Brought my smudge spray to like clear myself first before we start. Gotta get in there. I'm excited. Oh my God. I did it again. I just talked about the whole experience and my phone shut off, and I was like, well, that's weird. I was like, I didn't freaking hit record again. Oh, one day I will. Oh, damn it. Gosh darn it. Okay, that's really frustrating. Okay. Yeah, so last night, that was intense, and I didn't really know, I didn't know what to expect. Yeah, I'm just kind of like at a loss for words. Like I said, it was really intense. The energy of the room, the energy of everybody there, the facilitator, Jules, was amazing. The music that she picked was intense. I will say I was worried. I have found that when I do breath work by myself, if there's like, I just do it off of like YouTube videos, you know? So I found that having a beat of someone breathing in the background helped keep me on pace with it. So this, we were allowed to, she showed us 3 different breaths to do, breathing techniques to do, and you could pick whichever one felt good to you. And I did end up like switching between a couple between the whole time we were doing it. So I was a little worried about that, but it actually was because like the music was so loud and she was facilitating other things too. Like, so she was walking around to each of us and like assisting us in whatever way we needed. She's very intuitive, very in touch with her gifts. She was doing all kinds of different things, playing drums. She was using rose water, like doing things I don't even know what they are. Like she said she was speaking light languages or something. I don't even know what that is, but like, cool, I want to learn more. Yeah, so before she asked us what our intentions were, she went around the room and just asked everybody. And like for me, mine, like I said, was I wanted to clear and make space. And then she asked us questions to kind of almost like trigger us a little, get us thinking and start getting those feelings to come up, right? So that we could facilitate that in the breathing and like let it come out. The whole point of doing breath work is, I mean, one, nervous system regulation is at the forefront, but for me it was just the body's going to bring up whatever it needs to release, and anything can come up and come out. What needs to be released will. Yeah, so I had no expectations on that. I had no idea. I just been feeling kind of bogged down and I just wanted to like clear space. So Jules, the instructor, said that like when she does breath work, she locks up and like getting tingly is normal. And I have experienced doing it myself, just like having tingles in my fingers, but I was like shocked to feel how intense that was as soon as we started. And like I said, I feel a lot of it was like the energy of the room. So it was kind of like everything was buzzing already just with the energy. So as soon as I started breathing, everything started tingling, like from my elbows down to my hands. I want to say pins and needles, but it wasn't painful like pins and needles are, but it was just like that vibrating. Like I felt like I was like, you know? And then it started like to go from my hips down to my thighs. And then it was like all the way down my legs. I could feel it in my toes. And I locked up, which I have not experienced doing it myself before. My hands were kind of at my chest and I felt like I was like this, but still vibrating. And I could not move. From my neck down, I just felt, I want to say paralyzed, but like if I really, really wanted to, I could move because like I kept getting cold, so I would adjust my blanket. But I really had to think about moving my body when I wanted to. So yeah, that was intense. And then my stomach kept convulsing, you know, right before you're gonna throw up, like it like that. So I kept feeling that in my stomach, like it kept doing that like contraction, right? But again, it wasn't painful for me. Some people do experience pain when because it's the body releasing things, right? So like my friend that was there, she said she felt like someone was like stabbing her in the back, and it took everything in her to just say like, no, you're not doing this to me, like, and it eased eventually, right? But that's what doing breath work is, like you're gonna dig at yourself to release things that need to be released. So yeah, I didn't feel anything painful this go around, right? So every breathwork session is different because every time you go into it, you're in a different space. So yeah, it was really intense. And like the breathing, whenever I've done breath work by myself, you'll do holds, right? And they want you to hold your breath for a minute, which I feel like if I'm not thinking about it, I can hold my breath for a minute. But for whatever reason, when I do breath work, like I cannot hold my breath. So when we did the first hold, I swear to God, it felt like I held my breath for 3 minutes. I could keep holding my breath, but I feel like I should probably take a breath now, right? So I did. And that's when I started seeing like flashes of purple, which if you're into energy, purple is usually related to like intuition and whatever. I kept getting like flashes of purple and I was seeing faces that I didn't recognize, but people might think I'm crazy for saying this, but I'm gonna say it. One of the flashes that came through and like right in my face was Jesus's face, and that's, you know, as I picture Jesus, but like I just know his energy was there and he was with me, and that's so cool because it's literally the same thing that I've experienced in Reiki before. So I feel like he's always around me, and he's always around everybody. So yeah, it was really cool to feel that because it's like so quick, but like I saw his face and like your heart melts. Like my heart just felt like it like like melted open and was like pure love. So that was a really cool experience. I do think that I was very guarded this time because I didn't know what to expect. So I'm excited to keep doing this. But I think just the more that I do breath work, the more I'll be comfortable and I can let things go. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you that's probably too TMI, but I'm gonna tell you anyway, because I've experienced this in other modalities of energy work too, and even massage. But when I went to pee this morning, my pee was like a color I've never seen it before. Like I didn't drink water for like 6 days kind of pee. But that just goes to show your body is releasing things. I drank plenty of water, plenty of water. She said come hydrated. I came hydrated and I chugged water last night. I was so thirsty when I finished too. I drank plenty of water that there was no actual physical reason why my pee should have been the color it was. So it just goes to show like how much the body is holding on to and letting go. So kind of cool. Slash gross for some people who are grossed out by that. So if you've been thinking about doing breath work, I literally cannot recommend it more, and I can't recommend Jules more. She's amazing. If you want her info, you can reach out to me and I'll get it to you. You know, if you're worried about it, just try something on YouTube and then go to a group class. Like I said, I felt like I didn't want to do it in a group setting, and then when I did it individually, I didn't like it, and the group setting was amazing. I just like, I don't have words for it. It's just something you really need to experience. I can't recommend it more. Yeah, so do it. It would be a huge help if you like this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. Love you bunches. My stomach is growling. I'm starving. Gotta go. Bye. Start over. So because purple was like purple, right? I hate myself.